The season premiere is over, and the second episode of the 26th season has aired. And I'm going to be reviewing that episode today on this episode of the Simpsons Episode Reviews.
Why me?
Hello everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the Simpsons Episode Reviews. Today, I'm going to be reviewing The Wreck of the Relationship, which is the 554th episode of The Simpsons and the second episode of the 26th season. The Wreck of the Relationship is about Homer and Bart going on a ship as a result of Marge bringing them on that ship without Homer and Bart knowing. And while Homer and Bart are trying to rekindle their relationship on that ship, Marge is picking out Homer's fantasy football team. And that is the plot. Now, before I actually do my review, from this point, this is all spoilers. So from this point on until I actually do my review, if you have not seen the episode and you don't like spoilers, just skip through. Because the thing about it, you'll be able to skip through this easily, because down below in the description we'll tell you where to go. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, I'm going to talk about the episode right now. Now the episode starts off with Homer noticing Bart not cleaning his room, and Homer wants Bart to clean his room, and Bart refuses. And when Homer and Bart actually eat on the dinner table, Bart leaves one piece of broccoli left on his plate. And Homer basically says to Bart, "You're not getting out of your seat until you eat that broccoli." And Homer decides to stay in his seat and wait for Bart to eat his broccoli. And they wait for days, and basically 2 days. And when nothing works, Lisa decides to make smoothies and basically chops the broccoli and pours the broccoli, at least the ingredients with the broccoli in it, in one glass. And Lisa basically says one of the glasses actually has the broccoli in it and wants Bart to choose which drink to take. However, Bart spills the smoothies, and this gets Homer really upset, and this leads to a big fight, and Marge doesn't know what to do. So Marge sends Homer and Bart on a ship to help rekindle their relationship, and Marge ends up having to pick the players for Homer's fantasy football team. However, Homer allowed Marge to do that with permission. And Marge actually picks 5 kickers and actually gets criticized for it. And one of the people that actually criticizes her is Mo Sislak, which is the reigning fantasy football team champion. So while Marge is having a tough time with Homer's fantasy football team, Homer and Bart are still not getting along on the ship. And the name of the ship is called the Relationship. And the ship's captain is Captain Bowditch. Captain Bowditch actually tries to help out Homer and Bart adapt on the ship and to help rekindle their relationship. However, Captain Bohart is unsuccessful. even though Bart adapts, Homer doesn't. And when Bart does adapt, he becomes second in command. And this actually makes Homer jealous, because Homer wanted Bart to follow orders back when they were home. And as a result, Homer drinks rum excessively and becomes drunk. However, the bad sign about it is when Captain Bowditch actually grabs what Homer Simpson was drinking and ends up drinking rum himself. And both him and Homer Simpson become drunk. And the worst part is when a storm comes in. However, in Act 3, everything changed. Marge figured out fantasy football with the help of Lisa, and Mo Sizlak was defeated for the very first time in fantasy football. And he ended up burning his banners as a result. As for Homer and Bart, well, Bart and Homer eventually got along again. But it took one piece of broccoli to do it. Because when Bart wanted Homer to help out during the storm, as the captain was drunk, because Bart was actually taking control of the ship, Homer refused at first. But when Bart ate the broccoli, everything changed. And as a result of Homer helping out Bart, everybody on the ship was saved. And Bart and Homer ended up going home after that. And that's basically the episode. Now I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that you might have missed during the episode. There was only a couch gag this time. There was nothing else. However, it had Itchy and Scratchy in it, and that was pretty cool. There was also one part where Martin Prince was beating up Nelson once, and I thought that was pretty cool. And Bart wanted to see it, but wasn't allowed to thanks to Homer. And there was another part where Homer gets scurvy. You can actually watch that clip on YouTube. So I'll have the link in the description, just in case you want to see that clip. And that's basically some of the things that happened that you might have missed. Now, I did not mention who was on that ship besides the captain and Homer and Bart. There was also Flanders. Ned Flanders was on the ship, along with Rod and Todd Flanders. And there was a couple of random characters that were on the ship as well. So there were more people on that ship besides Homer and Bart and the ship's captain. Spoiler over, now for my review. I will tell you that so far, even though the season isn't over yet, this episode so far is my favorite. And this is only the second episode of the 26th season. So hopefully there'll be more awesome episodes for this season. So I really like the fact that they had fantasy football in this episode, especially when fantasy football is big now. I also like that Homer and Bart were put on the ship that was titled the Relationship. And I thought that was pretty cool. And there were quite a few funny parts during the episode as well. And I won't tell you which parts that I really liked, because that would be a spoiler. I will tell you that one of the parts involved Martin Prince and Nelson Muntz. And the other part is with the broccoli, because the thing about it, Homer wanted Bart to eat the broccoli, and I won't tell you what happens. You'll have to find out if you have not seen the episode when you do see the episode. And that's basically it. There were a few flaws. I did not like this part with the bears. There was this one part with the bears, and I didn't really care for it. And at times the the episode kind of dragged a little, but most of the time it flowed smoothly. And so far, this is my favorite episode of the 26th season. This might not be my definite favorite as the season goes along, but for right now, this is my favorite episode. And I'm giving this episode a 3.5 stars out of 4. So that was my review of The Wreck of the Relationship. Highly recommended. And if you can watch it on Hulu Plus, do so, because I highly recommend this episode. And if it ever re-airs on Fox, I might actually watch it again. And this episode will probably be free on Hulu in a week time. And if you have an account with Hulu, make sure you subscribe to the Simpsons channel on Hulu. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will tell you that the next episode that I will be reviewing is called Super Franchise Me, and it's the 555th episode of The Simpsons and the 3rd episode of the 26th season. And that will be airing this Sunday. And I will tell you that the Treehouse of Horror episode will be airing next Sunday, and I will be reviewing that in 2 weeks' time. And I would also like to thank the Simpsons Archive for letting me know which episodes will be airing pretty soon on Fox. And check out the Simpsons Archive website down below in the description. And I'm giving a shout out to the Simpsons Archive for upcoming episodes. And if you like to know which episodes that will be airing on Fox, all you have to do is go to the Simpsons Archive website, and there will be an upcoming episode schedule for you. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, Simpsons fans, and I will catch you next time. And of course, there's going to be more episodes on the way. So peace out. Bye for now, Simpsons fans. Peace.